All right, all right. Well, it wasn't quite 2 minutes. It didn't take me quite that long to switch everything over, but we are going to change the whole flow of the show. We have Miss Nicole on here for the What's Hot segment. What's going on, girl?
Oh, I always feel so bad, X, coming on after your guests who are discussing such important things, and then I have silly stuff to talk about.
Oh no, you keep everything light and exciting. This is good. Variety is the spice of life, girl.
That's
Yes,
true. This is true.
you are very necessary. You make us smile, and we
Well, I'm
just
glad
got
I can do that.
yes, we just got done talking about how eating meat, and he was talking about being
Oh,
a vegetarian, a vegan, a fruitarian,
yeah.
a liquiditarian, or a
Oh,
breatharian. And I was just like,
a
okay.
vegetarian.
He was talking about
What is
people
that?
who do 40 days of 40-night fast, and
Oh, no.
they get closer to God. I said, yeah, I would really be close to God if I didn't eat for 40 days.
Okay, I guess I would too. You right about that? Oh my goodness. Bless their hearts. I am not there yet in my life. I like food, I like meat, and I'm going to eat it.
Yeah, well, I'm really into the health thing, and that's it's just a good thing to be
This
conscious
is
of.
good.
But yeah, I learn more and keep on going. So,
Yeah, that's all we can do.
all right. So it's the celebrity gossip up first. What you got for us?
Oh my gosh. Well, who's been trending? Of course, once again, Kanye West from
Oh my
Chicago.
God, he
What
is a
is going on
stalker.
with your Chi-Town boy? But now I'm wondering if it part of it was promo for so Netflix. He has a documentary that aired last night. So I said, "Oh, how timely! He's been building us up to watch his Netflix documentary."
What's the
One of
documentary
his
about?
friends has been so one of his friends or someone who has become a friend has been following him literally for the last 20 years, literally just following his musical career, video recording, all of the steps to, I guess, that got him where he is now. So it was actually so the first installment was last night, and it was actually so heartwarming and heartbreaking because it was the young Kanye, the Kanye that we remember. Like they showed him making When It All Falls Down, when he produced H to the Izzo for Jay-Z. I mean, these were hits. And then his mom, she was in the videos. It was just so heartwarming and heartbreaking. So it's just like, who is this clown that we see now compared to back then? I mean, he was always a very, I guess, colorful kind of personality. And even his mom even said something like he was always a bit of a narcissist, even in little as a little boy. But I could tell she put that in him due to she did it in such a way. Their relationship, they were so close. I could tell that was his number one fan, his best friend. And I love that everything he said, his mama hung on every word and was like, "That's good, baby. You did good on that." Like she was just so encouraging. I could tell his confidence came all 100% from his mom. Just how she was interacting with him, everything he did was wonderful in her eyes. Maybe that's a gift and a curse, but she poured that confidence in him. And so he even said in one of the interviews back then, the only person I owe this to is my mama, and she was an English teacher. So he learned, English and rhymes and writing and poetry. So it was just so sad because we know she's dead now. But she seemed so happy and bubbly and just so happy for him.
Mhm.
So I don't know well, we know, of course, losing her affected him for the worst, but I think it's like his ego has taken over. But I think the mom encouraged the ego a little bit too, because in one of the interviews, he was like, "Mom, was that too much? Was I doing too much? Was I too confident?" And she was like, "Oh no, son, there's no such thing as too confident." So, I think the mom is the reason why he's a bit of a narcissist now. But again, to her credit, it also helped propel him forward. So
Right, right.
it's just a tragedy to me. I mean, what I'm seeing now is a weirdo, broken man who I don't know what he is, but he needs to step off of social media. I know that.
He does because he's coming off as a stalker, which
Yes, it's abusive. It's like abuse at this point. Like even today, he has posts pictures of Kim's new boyfriend. It's like it's harassment now. Like, what are you
I heard
doing?
that he's like asking his fans if they see them out to get that guy.
Well, he did at first. Then he posted this text from Kim saying, please stop. You're creating a very dangerous environment. There's fans that could really hurt him. And if they do, it's all your fault. So he literally posted that text from Kim and said, okay, y'all, Kim said that I need to stop. So don't nobody hurt. He calls him Skeet. He said, don't nobody hurt Skeet, okay? But still, like, what? And then he posts another text from her that says, why do all of our private conversations have to be public?
Oh.
And then he posted an apology to her. Then he posted an apology saying he scrubs it all clean. So then he posted an apology saying, I'm sorry. I'm still learning, y'all. I could use some writers on my team, blah, blah, blah. But then today posts 5 more posts making fun of the boyfriend, her new boyfriend.
Oh,
it's absolutely nutty. But I can't tell now if it's just I guess it's for likes. I don't know if it's real. I don't know if it's for attention because it's getting him so many views, so many hits. So I don't know what it is now.
Yeah, with social media, the way it is now, you can't really tell why someone is posting, if they're really sincere, or are they trying to,
serious, or is it just to get their clicks up for whatever,
So I have to say something.
Uh-huh.
What about that Super Bowl halftime?
Oh my God. Oh, it was the best, right? Definitely it was like a trip down memory lane.
Oh my God. It was so funny because my oldest daughter, she was like, whoever put that together, they understood the assignment.
Yes.
I was jamming. It's so funny because I definitely grew up in that era when all of that music was out. And so I'm up rapping and stuff. And I looked in the mirror and I was laughing at myself because I'm like, most of the people that know me, especially on social media, would never think I'm up rapping, California knows how to, they would never see me rapping like that. I should go do a karaoke set somewhere and just rap all
God,
the
you totally
stuff.
Should.
I tell you what, next time I come to DC, find us a karaoke thing and then you can video.
I got one for you. I definitely got one for you. But it's so funny. So my dad calls me during Kendrick Lamar's set and he's like, who is this guy? So it's just, his generation, he has no clue who these people are. He's like, I think he's heard of Snoop Dogg. I don't even know if he knows Dr. Dre. But I was like, well, did you like the halftime show? He was like, it was okay. But in my mind, I was cracking up. I said, that's because you didn't know any of the songs of the artists.
Right. Well, I'm totally engrossed in it all. I'm like just jamming. So
he was like,
what did you think about Mary J and her outfit? People are saying she's a little thicker than a Snicker. I thought she looked great.
Yeah, but Mary always had a little bit of thighs on her. So I loved it. She definitely did look a little bit thicker, but not in a bad way. I loved it. I thought her outfit was super cute. She had her thigh-high boots that she always has on. I think I was expecting a little bit more from her dancing wise, or maybe I wasn't expecting those songs.
She never did really. She was not really a dancer. I mean, she did dance, but that wasn't her thing. She was never high energy, just
yes.
Good song.
Yes. Now she's known for even her dance style is so funny and goofy. She's known for it now, but not because it's good, but because it's funny.
Right. That's exactly it. But what I was impressed with, unless she really was lip syncing when somebody said she was. She started off with Family Affair. Is that what's called?
Yes, I think it was. Yep.
She started off with that high energy and then she went into a ballad. Now, it takes a lot of moving around and then to go into a ballad, that's some serious breath control. She's not out of shape.
No, she's not. She's been, I guess, doing her exercises and she's been actively touring. But Mary is just like the woman that we all love, right? I feel like her albums are just the story or have been the story of all of our lives at some point. I totally love her new song, Hello, Gorgeous. I think it's such a beautiful anthem for women. Mm-hmm. Just always been a positive light to me.
Because we've all watched her go through very human situations with her relationships and stuff,
Absolutely. Even down to, she said her new song, Rent Money, she had to go on tour to do the ex-husband's alimony check,
That's crazy.
Even though that seems crazy to me, I thought she would have had way more millions than that, but I don't know.
Well, she probably didn't actually have to go on tour to pay him, but It's
Right.
just saying he's gonna get some of it anyway, which really sucks.
Exactly.
He just really got over on that. I don't like him for that reason. Now, the
Yeah.
other one that they've been talking about, because 50 didn't look the same hanging from the ceiling as he did on the
I
original video.
know. Now he's been eating good too, right? We talking about Mary. He been eating good.
Right. But I like thicker men, so I didn't see anything wrong with him. I liked him thicker.
Me either. I don't see anything wrong. And how old is he? 50 years old? I mean, he looking better, still looking better than most.
Yeah, he's 50 something. They
Yeah.
ran down the ages. So somebody on there was 59 and somebody was
Snoop? No,
56.
not Snoop. Maybe Dre? I don't know how
It
Dre
might have
is.
been Dre, but yeah, everybody was in their 50s except for I think Eminem and Kendrick Lamar. They're in
Oh,
their
yeah.
40s.
Kendrick Lamar is not probably 50 yet. No.
Yeah, but everybody else was somewhere in their 50s. And then Snoop, what'd you think about Snoop and his book? They
Oh,
said he was
God.
still
I
representing.
love me some Snoop. I just love him so much. He always brings the energy and the feel good vibes and he just, I mean, he always repping LA. I mean, West Coast anyway. But he's just Uncle Snoop. I love me some Snoop. He always brings it. He always gets us crunked up. I absolutely loved him.
You be getting crunked, girl.
Yes, crunked up for Uncle Snoop. Yes.
Well,
Yes.
I
Snoop
always
just
love
makes
Dre. I
everything
don't
better.
care. I don't care what they say about Dre and his divorce. I still
Yeah,
love
he's
Dr.
a woman
Dre.
beater, but he makes some good beats.
He
Beats by Dre.
does. He does. And if you watch Straight Outta Compton, that's one
Oh,
of my
yeah,
favorite
the movie,
movies.
right?
Yep. So what else you got on the celebrity gossip tip?
Let's see what else. Gosh, I feel like we've been so terrorized by Kanye and Kim the past 2 weeks. The main thing, I'm like one of the memes says, "Can y'all please take us out of group chat?" But it's not even y'all, it's him. I'm trying to think who else has something going on. I think we talked about J-Lo last time. Her and her ex boo, who's her new boo. They're
Yep.
going strong. I think she has a new movie out, matter of fact. Let's see. That's all I think I've really heard about. I haven't heard anything. I mean, the Super Bowl has really just been the talk of the
Yes,
week.
it has. Absolutely. And I was watching Nick Cannon's thing this morning. He wrote some song called Alone. And everybody's talking about it was a song to try and get Mariah back.
Yes, him and Tyrese are so ridiculous. It's like, no. So, well, I'll never forget this interview that Nick Cannon gave a few years back. Was it with Sway in the Morning? It was either with like Sway in the Morning or Breakfast Club. He very adamantly said he was never getting married again. And he said if he was to get married again, he would want to remarry Mariah. He said that she was always, I guess, someone he had been wanting to get with. So when he got with her, she was the ultimate for him. And they both kind of said they probably could have worked things out in hindsight. But so he's always been very clear that Mariah is the only woman he's ever wanted to marry. And Mariah has it very clear, like, boy, bye. She is so far over him. And I know now with all them kids, she definitely wouldn't take him back.
Yeah.
But I mean, I guess she was the great love of his life, and things didn't work out. And I don't think maybe in his mind, he feels he will never find that again.
He definitely feels he'll never find that again. He said that she was his ultimate girl. And he said that he messed up and that he regrets it. He said that this morning on his show. But
he said it on the show. Oh my gosh!
He said it.
There you go. And it's a lot of men living with it's a lot of these celebrity men living with regret. Him, Kanye West. Now Tyrese has been flaunting this new girlfriend around for the longest, and I follow his ex-wife Samantha, who I like. But he just released a new song saying she at first she said I do, then 3 years later she said I don't. So he's thinking about the ex-wife too, losing the ex-wife.
Yep. I think it's a lot of guys, the celebrities, of course, they're in the spotlight, but I think there's probably a lot of men wandering around here with some regret about that chick that they let go, that they knew they could have and should have done something differently with. Yeah, they can move on and get another woman. We know that there's women out here to get in with or whatever, but that doesn't change the heart, as you can see, because Nick Cannon got 5 baby mamas.
Okay, and counting. He doesn't appear to be slowing down.
Exactly. Kevin Hart bought him a vending machine full of condoms for Valentine's.
Right. Too bad he ain't gonna use them.
That was too funny. But yeah, so I think that's probably more common than we know, but a lot of men will never admit to it or whatever.
Exactly. Well, I also think that's why we have so many men who are a little bit mid-age or upper in age who are still kind of players, quote unquote. They probably had a great love of their life, maybe in their younger years, that they messed it up. Yep. And so in order to protect their hearts, then that's why they're players, right? Because if you are entertaining 10 different women, you're not going to get you can't get close to one because you have 10.
Exactly.
So it's all a defense mechanism for the broken-hearted man, which there are plenty of them.
And speaking of players, I watched Tinder Swindler, girl.
Oh my gosh, I told you.
I was just like, okay. The first time he asked me for $25,000, okay, well, maybe because I know you appear to have it, so I can see how they got taken the first time. You can't turn around and ask me again for some more. You need to go ahead and figure it out, or you ask your billionaire daddy.
I was just going to say, but the first time makes no sense when your dad is the billionaire. So between your dad, your mom, your auntie, your siblings, your cousin, somebody in that family can write you a check for $25,000. So
I can see how
they
felt.
They get you the first time?
I think they felt because he had been doing so much for them, or it appeared anyway.
Well, remember, he was acting about, he was saying the enemies, and he even had the bodyguard pretending to be bloodied up. And
he's talking marriage and babies and having a whole life together. So when you're, invested to that point where you're talking marriage and babies, it's like, okay, well, we're a team, we're together. So he's coming to me. So some women may almost, feel like that is a step bringing them closer together. They're bonding. So we really are in this together. I really am wife material. I really can be the mother of your child because we're a team.
But it shows you that, they say men fall in love with what they see, women fall in love with what they hear, because all I heard was lip service. He wasn't like with any of these women for any substantial amount of quality time.
Right.
He would fly in for the day. Oh, babe, I got to go fly to Moscow tomorrow. Like they never saw him, like there was never a point where someone was with him, let's say a whole month or even a whole week.
Right.
So I'm like, y'all are he's telling you whatever you want to hear and you believe it, even though y'all don't even have any physical contact.
I think that's what women,
I never understood women but a lot of women are wired that way. Maybe I'm different because of how my dad is, but I've never fallen for that. A man can't tell me nothing. I don't care what you say. What are you doing? If I don't see you, I don't believe you. Have I met your dad? Have I met your family? So how are we going to get married?
Right.
I haven't even met anyone in your family. So what you're saying logically does not make sense to me. But you're right. So many women are easily duped by words because most women are romantically wired.
Mm-hmm.
But
it's just what they want. They want the marriage. They want the relationship. The lifestyle seems, intoxicating.
It does seem legit.
Yeah, it seems legit. You're on the private planes, the private jets and all that kind of stuff. And, he definitely had a good front going on. But again,
I wanted to know, where was he getting those jets and stuff from in the Rolls Royce? Like, where was that coming from?
Girl, the funny part was when he had to go sleep in the hostels and he was broke. He was
my God.
I'm going to be homeless tomorrow. I have nothing.
Okay. Or when he tried to go to the plastic surgeon and get his whole face changed when he realized they were on the trail and the surgeon said, nope, only people running from the law do this.
Right. Yeah, that was good too. So yeah, I
felt bad for the women because again, he's preying on naivety and innocence. And like you said, when we like someone or call ourselves loving someone, then of course you want to help them as best as possible. But I'm a type of woman. I need receipts.
Oh, girl,
you a billionaire. I should be asking you for money. Can you pay my mortgage?
Exactly. How you gotta ask me for $25,000? But when that chick started selling off his stuff, I was like, go on, girl.
Yes, she was the best. She was like, I'm gonna make this work for me. And he got so angry at her when he found out she was selling.
Oh my God.
He had the nerve.
Yes, he did. He actually had the nerve. The
audacity. These poor ladies out of all of their life savings and messed up their credit and stuff. And he's worried about some clothes that they bought.
Right. Oh my
And
goodness.
he was taking one woman, her money, and tricking on the next woman with the other woman's money.
Yep.
That's
Yep.
why I always tell women, stop giving these men money. That is a man's job to make it happen. You do not give no man money that's not your husband. For what?
Dead silence. We got dead air going on.
Like part of being a man is you got to know to hustle. Like I've definitely, if I needed some extra cash, I know how to get a second job. I know how to hustle some money. So as a man, you don't know how to do that. That
Okay,
should
so
not be
let me
attractive.
let me throw a disclaimer out here. We said we are not giving a man money. We did not say we would not take a man on a date or pay
Right.
for a meal or do something nice for you. We said
Right.
that we are not giving you money, just giving you money, and you not our husband. That's what we said.
Yes.
Clear.
Yes.
Clear.
That's precisely what I'm saying. If you as a man need some money, baby, don't come to me. You better call your side chick because the
Side
answer is I actually did have a boyfriend like that too. He did precisely that. I guess he knew not to ask me.
So the side chick got hit up.
At the end of the relationship, she was like, "Oh, you owe me money for this. I had to pay your phone bill and this and that." And I'm looking like, "Huh?" I'm looking at her. I'm looking at him. I said, "Pay your phone bill." What? He never fixed his lips to ask me for no type of money. So I guess he knew better. But to me, part of manhood is figuring it out. Well, adulthood, period. You know, women make it happen. If single mothers can make it happen on one income with multiple children, as a man, you can't figure out how to get some money.
Right. Right. And that's
that
what baffles
would turn me off. That just turns me off. I'm automatic. If a man, it would just automatically, I would be like dried up. You can't hustle. I can't be with you.
Right. And that's what baffles me when men are always talking about, you got to have two incomes to make it in this world. Well, what about these single mothers that have a couple kids? They're making it on one income with a couple kids.
Hello?
And kids are expensive.
Children to college, putting them in, they buying them school clothes and getting supplies. I mean, women, we make it happen. So that's why I can't sympathize with men that can't make it happen.
When you hear them whining and complaining about stuff like that, because I was a single mother, my
what it's like.
It was just me and my two girls, and I made it happen. So when I hear men say they can't make it happen, I'm like, oh, well, sorry for you then, though. I'm not impressed at this point because I made it happen. I make it happen, but you can't.
Hello.
So
and every single mother I know makes it happen every day.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So other than Tinder Swindler, what else is on our agenda to Netflix and chill with?
Let's see what else is out. Tinder Swindler. Oh, well, I told you every week they do an installment of Jesus or Hans. I can't spell it. The Kanye West thing. It's every week an installment. Okay. Let's see what else. I think I mentioned Ozark. I finally finished that. It was really good. I don't know what else is new. I have to figure out what is there left to watch on Netflix. I have to figure out what the new show of the week is.
Oh, well, you know what? I started watching. I'm going to watch it when I get back to Chicago. I started watching, and I'm sure that people who have the channel that it comes on regularly have already watched it. But on Netflix, they now have Love is Blind season 2.
Love is Blind. Which one is that?
Love is Blind. So that is the one where they are behind partitions. They don't get to see each other. They get to talk to each other. And then once they actually like someone, they propose marriage. So unlike, Married at First Sight, where you actually get married at first sight, I could do Love is Blind. I don't think I could do Married at First Sight because they are actually married. They actually have to get a divorce.
They are married and they have to get a divorce. Yeah.
Right. Yeah. So I don't think I could do that one because I'm not trying to do that. But I could do Love is Blind because they get to talk to each other. And
if
so
they don't like each other, they just go their separate ways.
Right. And you never know, and if you're behind the partition, so you don't know who's on the other side. So there's no hard feelings or anything like that. But yeah, if they don't like each other after they meet, then they do propose. They propose, but you still are not married. So you don't have to go through a whole divorce. I'm about to check out this Love is Blind thing when I get back.
I'm going to have to watch that one too. I just started. So Ready for Love. They have a Ready for Love Potomac, so I guess they took it out of DC, put it in Potomac, Maryland, which is very close to me as well. So I started that the other night and I wanted to watch that one because one of my girlfriends, one of her ex guys is a cast member.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen him yet. So, because I remember him, I remember when they dated like 10, 15 years ago. I don't think he's been introduced yet. He must be an additional male guest
Okay.
later in. But so I'm excited to see him. Because she gave me some stories on him. So I'll be excited to see that.
I absolutely have to make sure I get the channel that
Yes.
Love is Blind comes on.
Oh,
Because what is that? Is that OWN?
uh-huh. That's Oprah Winfrey Network. Yep.
Yeah, I definitely have to get that. So what about books? What's the new book? You got a new book or are you still on the same book?
I think I just finished The Other Westmore. I think I talked about it last week. Really good, about a coming of age tale of two Black men in Baltimore. They both kind of came from both without a dad, both, parents, single mother was not rich, poor, but they each, one wound up in jail and the other is like running for governor of Maryland right now. And so it's like, how did two men from from similar backgrounds turn out so differently? But what I figured it was how their mother raised them.
Okay.
One's mother had resources, as in she had her parents who were alive to help her with the kids after her husband died. She was educated. The grandparents were educated. She knew that in order to save her son, she had to put him in military school. The other one, her mom died, her parents died, when she was young and was a teenage mom. So she didn't have the support of the family to help her. And so the mom wasn't enforcing education. She was really just trying to make it through life herself. And so to me, that was the difference. That's how two people from similar backgrounds, like I was saying with Kanye, his mother is who pushed him, propelled him forward.
Mhm.
Everything to me is how you were raised. So I think that was the difference.
Yep.
One's mother had the resources and the wherewithal to know, okay, I need to save my son. I cannot have him on the streets. Whereas the other, it wasn't her fault per se, but she didn't have the knowledge to know to do certain things with him.
Okay. All right. So what about the hot events, lounges, and restaurants in the DMV area? What's going on over there?
Let's see. We have CIAA tournament coming up next weekend, actually. So I guess I'll be able to report on that in 2 weeks. Normally it's in Charlotte, North Carolina, but it was in Baltimore, I think, when COVID started. So this will be the first year we can actually do stuff. So I definitely want to, I'm going to check out Bar One, Baltimore. Let's see, this weekend though, we have Ozio Cigar Lounge is doing their weekly Thursday event tonight. Happy hour, late night happy hour. Let's see, Saturday, there's a day party at Eaton Restaurant and Lounge in DC. And Sunday, I don't know what's going on Sunday, but I know it's something going on in this city. But
Probably
I
a
think
brunch.
yes, brunch. Sunday is always brunch. But yes, a lot of my friends who live here in this area, everyone's basically talking about driving up to Baltimore, next weekend.
Okay. All right, lady.
For
Well,
the CIAA.
another great show. So your show will be floating around the internet by tomorrow.
Great.
I'll definitely
Yeah,
tag you on it. Mhm.
yes, yes.
So make sure you
Okay.
share it to your groups and all of that kind of good stuff.
Yes, I definitely will.
Yes, absolutely. So we know when your next show is. You're here every Thursday
Yes, every Thursday, same place, same time.
talking about what's hot. And I really enjoy your segment. You have a great voice for the show too. You have a great
Thank you.
Mm-hmm. All right. Well, we will talk to you on next Thursday then. Until then.
Okay, signing off. Okay, talk to you next week.
All right. Talk to you next week, girl.
Bye-bye.
Okay. So we just wrapped up another great show with Eric Prince and Nicole Williams. You can go to xavierfox.com/radio-show for the schedule of the month of February to see when your favorite personality or topic is scheduled. The What's Hot segment on Thursdays is an opportunity to rep your city as a correspondent to share upcoming events, celebrity gossip, movies to Netflix and chill with. I got tongue-tied for a minute. Or a good book to curl up with. If you are interested in being a correspondent on the What's Hot segment on Thursdays, connect with me at Xavier Fox at xavierfox.com. Be sure you visit my YouTube channel, Xavier Fox Media, and click subscribe. There are new shows popping up all the time. If you'd like to connect with me on social media, you can find me on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, LinkedIn, and soon on Fanbase. That's XAV as in Victor, IAFOX, Xavier Fox. My book, The Men in My Life and What I've Learned, is available on Amazon in Kindle format and paperback. You can also purchase an autographed copy on my website, xavierfox.com. Be sure to visit my website for information on all the upcoming shows and events, as well as merchandise such as t-shirts and coffee mugs. I hope you enjoyed today's show. Tune in on tomorrow at 12 noon for Jeff Davis and the Barbershop Chat. Then I'll interview my special guest, Nicole Desiree. She's got some great events coming up, and we're going to chat with her. So until then, stay safe and be prosperous, and I'm out.